Welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a few free-to-play range builds. It's going to be all super rare items that you can pretty much get pretty easily. For ranged, I would go with Homura for first, because you can use her special, and it has a real low cooldown. And it attacks all the enemies, and she increases. I mean, the top one works wherever, but like I said, I use her on the first, so I can just use her special, because it's like a real low cooldown, and it's gonna be the same for everybody. Damage up, damage taken also up for you. This is at S level 5. But you can just stack when you get copies. This one on Aina, I don't even have this one like fully awakened, so it's just 40, and what I'm using more is for this increases critical damage of ranged attacks by 32%. That's like a huge. That's a critical damage plus the 30 from Homura, and to get that to work often, I'm using this one. Increased critical rate of ranged attacks by 14%. So the 14 plus the pretty much 5 gets it close to 20%. So that's like a 1 in 5 shots that she's doing, and that's not even including her the small boost from the crit. And the weapons are just these. They have like light enchantments, but I use when the particles fill up, I use this one. I kick it into this one, but since the before the particles charge, I use this one. I switch between the two and just have her attacking really fast to build up the particles. Then I'll switch to this one. Magatamas, they're like nothing. They have nothing on them, so it's just real low. And skills, she's not even maxed out. I mean, just that. I have triple burst, buster shooter, and bullet storm. You can trade some of these out for red, but this is how I'm gonna be showing it. And again, these are the supporters. Like, these are easy to get. You can stack them, and I mean, these are all stacked, but I don't even have this one like awakened, or like they're low. These are lightly enchanted, and so was Homura. But I mean, that's pretty much the build I'm going with. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing it on the fishing village in Harmony, the hard last level. The one for Sakura, you actually have to have them at higher levels. They're, even though this is a good build, it's still not good enough to get past Sakura and those ghosts. So like I said, as soon as they come out, I use Homura and just use these. Just use this. Whoa, use this build. She has no healing on this build, so it's just gonna be just pretty much just straight up fighting them all. Gotta move up fast, of course. And that's a real strong shot right there. That one shot's a lot of stuff, but you just go through the motions. The triple burst on this is really strong. And then Homura's back up. Ooh, getting hit there, but she's still doing pretty good. And then I'm gonna try to see if I can knock out. Nope, no health out of that. I'm not even using the right gun. Usually I run the faster guns to move her, make her faster. That's why I'm going a little bit slower, but I wasn't thinking. But now that she has speed, like I said, this is, I said even before that I switch out between them. But with the speed that she gained from this weapon, I mean, I'm doing a whole lot better with this weapon at speed. But if you also notice, I already got this weapon back, which means that she hits hard, real hard now. Now she'll one-shot stuff. She's not as fast anymore, but she takes everything out. Like everybody's gone that was right there, standing right there. Everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. And then everything is a lot stronger. Even Homura, when you use the special, your ultimate, everything is stronger at this moment. We'll let Homura come out and then shoot it. And like I said, use this one to one shot, and then I'll use the ultimate, and it's all powered by the particles that I was, what was it, 60% damage up, and it just destroys almost everything. And then switch back to the, because she no longer has a power up, switch back to the speed. You can move around, and I one-shotted her there. But like I said, you can switch between the speed weapon and the power weapon when you power up your particles. And I mean, at first I wasn't using it correctly, and then I realized what I was doing. I usually, like I said, usually switch to the speed, and then when I build up the particles, use the particles to use all my specials, and then just knock everybody's out, and then go back to the speed. So for like survivability. But I mean, that's the build. You saw how strong could hit. I'll go back to it. Like I said, I wasn't even using my own build correctly, but like I said, I usually run this one first. I mean, I can probably switch them out, but I just keep this one first, and then I switch to this one immediately. But I mean, you can put it in first so you don't have to do the switching. And I'll use this one because of its increased speed. It stacks for 220, and she hits fast and a lot, and so she'll build up the particles. Then switch to this because this has increased damage by 60 when the particles are fully charged. That's when I told you I'll use the Homura, I'll use her ultimate, use her strong skills, and then I'll use Homura, her strongest skill, and then I'll use her ultimate, because everything will get this boost. What also gets this boost, it's 60% dealt to all enemies, but it's also the critical gets that boost, because this just increases your base damage, and crit goes off your base damage, and so everything is a lot stronger with this one too. So that's the ranged build. Like I said, you can switch out the skills. I like bullet storm and burst shooter, but the one necessary is this one. This one's the one that like one shots, because some skills go by crit. This one is just straight damage, increased skill damage. Some of them say the increased critical rate. This one is just straight like hard shot. So this one's the only one necessary. The other two you can pretty much switch out. And that's like I said, the free-to-play range build for her. I mean, she's all ranged, so it's gonna be ranged. I'm gonna unequip her because, like I said, I'm showcasing a few more. Another one that's good is Tokiko with this. And let's select her. And supporter, I have these. Like I said, this is a free-to-play account, but I mean, I've had this, and I've kept the characters low on purpose because I always plan to like do a channel and do this stuff like this. So that's why I have some of these supporters. I mean, I've had this one I think since last year, but like I said, I did not build them. And I'm looking for Homura first. Again, same. I'm using the same build. Actually, this one's gonna be a little bit stronger because on this one I'm gonna use some that are enchanted. The other one wasn't enchanted, and it wasn't even leveled up or awakened. So this one, or these supporters, actually a little bit stronger than the one I had on Aina. And so when I switch again, I'm going to take this one off. The weapon I'm using is also super rares. Again, just Magatamas without anything unrolled. Like, they're not even up. The enchantments are 4. On this one, this weapon's really good, but I say it's more good for bosses because you get the 40 40% on a boss. It says like increase a normal attack increases damage dealt to targets, but this is actually a debuff. It gives a debuff. So it says 40%, so but it's a 40% debuff when it hits. But it says damage dealt, but it's actually a debuff. This is better for when you're one-on-one with a boss, because sometimes she'll auto target. This is a ranged build. She'll auto target the smaller, the little minions, and you'll waste your time like just giving to him the defense down. Usually I'll switch to this one again because it's even though it's not normal, she uses a lot of skills, and so it's a 40% buff on skill damage. And the skills are the magpie to make her normal attack ranged, fan, and this one has a critical rate boost plus the supporter, and so it's actually a really high critical rate, so it's close to like 70% right here. And that's that one. The other skill is this one, and you can use it off a lot. I like that it stuns targets because it'll stun the targets on the side that you're not focusing on, and so you can just focus on that one. And again, just like Aina, like I said, I haven't even maxed anything out. Of just whatever has gotten me to level 50, and just right there. Weapons, Magatama's not even rolled, just straight. These are the skills, and these are the supporters. Again, for her damage up, but she takes more damage, and for this real fast cooldown. Use this a lot too. There's no point in really holding it. It charges really quick. And then also the critical rate and critical damage. And like I said, it just like Aina, this is level 50 on a hard, and so it handles it easy. Like I said, the other level, the one with Sakura and the ghosts, you have to get her to level 70, because that level on the one with the twins right before it are horrible, or probably the hardest levels, and like really from all of them, they're probably the worst that give you such a hard time just even trying to do them. See, like right there, I wasn't even focusing on those guys in the back, but it stunned them. Charge this, shoot it, and then go. And then, like I said, I like using this because it stuns a lot from the side. Right there, the super armor didn't really stun. It has that little suck right there, stunned right there. Homo is up, use her. And then and then again, just like the other one, I'm not even using his right weapon. There, I got to the correct weapon, and then, like I said, now skill damage. Now they'll get like taken out a lot faster. Like I said, this is skill damage up. Before it was a debuff, but it's only who you hit with a normal attack, and everybody else still has regular. This one is 40% to everybody. So I'm gonna go in again. Like I said, I'll do it wrong. See how she's hitting a lot harder now? Homura also. I mean, she's taking them out a lot quicker than she was before. Like I said, that's why I like using this one, because that's damage up on her skills. Like I said, I was doing it wrong. Again. Like I said, this is range. This keeps her safe, and her skills pop up pretty much easily. And like I showed, I still don't even have all her skills maxed out, not even for this level. And I was keeping all of them low, so I could just showcase how good these builds can be on some of them. This is for this type of playstyle, but as you play the game, you'll get more blue characters, more supporters, more green supporters, and you can actually change it. But like I said, this is free to play. This is the strongest free to play friendly that you can get. Right here, I'm just gonna use her ultimate because I'm not using her debuff skill, so I'm not gonna really debuff. I could probably debuff with the other weapon, but I'm just hitting everybody, and then I'll hit everybody with this, then hit everybody with this. That. Switch back to the other weapon, and then there. See how on her icons she got a debuff? That's from this weapon, and it's only mostly good for one-on-one. That's not the right weapon it's showing. Like I said, that's just the skin, but it was the other weapon that does the 40% damage up. And I mean, that was pretty easy. You saw how I was having a hard time when I was using this weapon at first, because this is, like I said, as I accidentally showcased, that it's not very good for mobs. It's really good because I switched to it at the end when I was just fighting the boss, and like I said, this says damage dealt, but it's a 40% debuff. So your normals, your specials, everything gets the 40%. On this one, it's just skill damage, but she can use her skills pretty fast, but this attacks everybody at that rate, and you don't have to like weaken them. This is like a damage up, the other one's a debuff. And so when I switched to it, you saw how fast it just started shredding to them. And then again, like I said, when you got the boss, go back to this one. So that's the build on her. And right here, I am unequipping these because I had I had this formation on her. And yes, on my regular formation, I actually run these two because these are actually pretty much better than her ultra rares. Even on VR, like I said, this one is a debuffer. It debuffs, and it's not like you have to get a critical hit. You just hit them with this, and that's an automatic 40% debuff, like a defense down debuff to the enemy. There's no critical hit like the other weapons. This is just straight. And so that's why I actually run these two, because these are actually like really good. Even if I had, like, let me see, because that's what I run on her. This is what I run, and this is a free to play. This was like pretty much a free to play, but I mean, that was a one time only. And this one, it was like from a pull from something. But I do have, actually I don't have, I might have an ultra rare probably in the armory, but that's where I'm going. Next ones I am going is, I have these, I put these closer to the front. I'm also showcasing these three, and let's go with Astaroth. And I should, yeah, she doesn't have the supporters because she does, also I have, like I said, you see I've collected a good amount of supporters, and some of them I haven't even stacked. Like I said, this is my free-to-play account, so I'm not really trying to go out of my way to build these, because like I said, this is to show the free-to-play experience and what you can get, what you can do. And again, just ranged build, same supporters, red, same ones. Skills, these are the skills that I just have. Again, nothing's all maxed out. In fact, I can actually like build those. I would say Hellblaze, Fire Blast are probably necessary. Before she got her update, I would not have recommended Fire Blast, but since she got her update and she auto tracks, it's Fire Blast now and Hellblaze. These two make her really, really strong. This one, I have her on Satellite Flare, but I switch. Sometimes I'll even use Serpent Blaze. And this one, I use this one when I'm fighting some tougher enemies to give me a buff, a shield, a defense buff. But I also switch it out to Serpent Blaze because it's still, even though it's not as strong as you throw all these on there, you're missing the two fireballs, and it has a longer cooldown, or it's a regular cooldown. But the last one is it increases its critical rate. If I can get my critical rate high enough, this really doesn't matter either. But see, there's no buff in damage, so it's not like you're, even though you don't have any green supporter, you're not really missing out too much. Weapons, again, this one increases her critical rate by 28 plus the critical rate of 14 plus the skills of 5. That gets her close to a 50% critical rate. So then this one, it will get her close, like pretty much close to 100, but I already get close to 50, so that's okay. And this is her other weapon. It's good for machines when you 80%. That's a really good thing. And again, this one, it goes off of it increases your damage, your special, and your criticals. So this is really good against machines, but there's not too many machines on this, and so I'm going with the critical rate. And I'm just there. I think I showed everything. And then just go see it. Like I said, it tracks everywhere. These are a little bit tougher. Just drop the. Well, I was trying to get all of them in there, but okay, they came into it. That's fine. And see how it's tracking a whole lot more. Oh, I forgot to use Astaroth. And if you notice, I got hit right there. But if you notice, there's the Hellblaze. Everybody's gonna get a note in there. Look at that. Look at how many criticals I'm getting. And she's not even built all the way with her skills. And I mean, that was critical. Look at all those criticals I'm hitting. There's a little bit less there. Okay, let's get rid of them. Look at those criticals. I'm gonna save Homura for the next wave. And there they are. Pop it. I mean, almost everybody's gone already. Oh, I think those little guys just get you from everywhere. These guys are tougher, so drop that. They're doing pretty good. As soon as it gets here, I'm going to drop my ultimate. And like I said, the critical rate's pretty high. So a lot of these should just disappear. And not everybody's gone. But Serpent Blaze and my regular ones. Here comes Homura. Pop her too. Got a Hellblaze. Drop it. Oh, I missed her completely. Oh, but she went into it. There. I mean, that's real easy right there. Again, this is a level 50. It's not even she's missing a lot of her skills, like the skill build, the skill levels, and free to play build real easy. And now I'm gonna take off the same supporters. I have like a lot of copies, but of these, I didn't even have to organize them. Again, it was just that was just done. Again, I'll go through these two. Now, these Magatamos don't even have the damage up or anything. That was just super rare items. And another one, the other two, I have them ready. Is Micah. Let's see. What supporters? This is what I got. They handed out like some of these. That's where I got her from. She and so I guess she was a free to play, but they're not really gonna offer her anymore. But right here, I'm just gonna switch out Homura as well, because it's S level 5. This one, it just gives you more HP and defense right here, but when you stack them, it's the 14. That's what I'm looking for more, the stacked part. See, another one stacked, and this one, it needs to be awakened, and I'm just looking for the stacked. I'm not even looking for the HP and the defense because I know I'm gonna beat it. So I could use the other ones that I was moving around, but if it's gonna be on the first slot, you want to get it awakened and to the highest level. You want to enchant it a little bit. The first enchanting is guaranteed. The second one's almost guaranteed. I've had it fail a few times, but I mean the first two are pretty much guaranteed. So you can get to the two easy. Weapon. Let me see. Yeah, on her Magatamas. Also, nothing rolled. These are also enchanted. This weapon, it increases skill damage just like the other one for Tokiko, but she has this one and it increases critical damage of all attacks by 80%. And so when you crit, this one's devastating, and that's the 80% critical plus this 32. I mean, the critical rate goes up a little bit. It's not as high as Astaroth, but this is still high enough because Micah hits really hard. Skills are Death from Above, Carpet Bombing, and Ruthless Explosion. Death from Above, and again, I could still actually build some more of these. Death from Above just attacks everything. Ruthless Explosion it's a 30% defense debuff. So if I can, I try to line up the enemies and hit them with this first before doing Death from Above. And Death from Above has a critical rate of 50% plus the 14 and then the 5 from skills. So that's like a 70% critical rate. So this one will hit really hard. And the Carpet Bombing, you try to stay away from the enemies, but if they get too close, this one hits really hard too, and this one will punish anybody that gets close to you. So that's why I like keeping that one in there. But like I said, these are good. Again, these are the weapons, these are supporters, and we're going. I have the skins. So if you see the weapon and it looks weird, I just have the skins. And then, like I said, just let them pop out, hit him with the debuff, hit him with Homura. And right there, I didn't mean to do that, but you see that? They all just landed in there, and I just used my right there, another one. Hit him with the debuff, Death from Above, and almost everything melts. Right here, again, her attack is ranged. There, that was like that, but like right there, look at that. Look at the damage on that. Okay, those two didn't crit, but right there, that was 3 out of 5 shots that crit. 3 out of 5 shots. So that's a really good critical rate, and you saw it was hitting hard. That was just her normal. Right here, that's funny. The car's sinking down. Well, that one disappeared too. I was just trying to build my ultimate. And when they pop out, everybody right here, just hit him with the debuff. Hit him Death from Above. And then... oh, that guy's still out. Right here, again, Death from Above. Whoa. Right here, that like right there, I meant to do that, and that's why I said right here, because sometimes you could just go into a crowd and they're all gonna aim for you. As soon as they aim for you, one of them's gonna miss, and you're gonna do the carpet bombing. And since they're all in a group trying to swipe for you, you hit them all right there. Defense. Actually, I was trying to go for the boss, I missed. Right there, carpet bombing. Hit him Death with the bow. And that was a lot of crit right there. I'm just running around. I was gonna use the ultimate. This, again, there's no sustain on this. A lot of these builds have no sustain, but they keep you far away. And oh, she survived again. Hit her with Death from Above. I mean, there, she's gone. And these builds are pretty strong, but they're still not strong enough for the ghost with Sakura. They have to be like at level 60 or 70 to actually stand a better chance. That's why I'm not even showcasing that, because like I said, these are strong builds, but the twin event and the Sakura event are the hardest events that Action Time has ever had. And so those back-to-back really hard events, and so you would have to just keep leveling them up to like 60 or 70 for these to do real good on those. And the last one showcasing, I'm going to remove the supporters. It was just one, because I don't think I have any supporters. Yeah, I removed them all. Okay, and we are going with this, and this build works really good as well with Shiranui. She is not a ranged character, but if you can't, she's good in a lot of colors. But if you don't have the blue or the green to do a good build, like I said, this free-to-play friendly will also do the same thing. Same thing. Crit up, crit damage up, damage up. The skills are all red. Right here. Right here. The shot that she sends at the end is ranged, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm not getting any melee damage except for Homura. She's buffing everything, but I'm getting the crit rate and the crit damage from this, plus the critical damage from this. And it heals 2% for inflicted damage. That is super huge damage. And I'm pairing that with this one that increases the critical rate by 20. Plus the 14, plus the 5, that's already like 40%. 5 from the skills, 14 from the other supporter, and this, so that's about 40. And I use this one first, and then I use Senko after I use this one. And then the other one I'm using is this one. It's a dodge skill, and just like Micah, when the enemies get too close, you just use that. And Micah and Shiranui have the best proc, because Asagi, who's supposed to be use her little like their bullet time, a lot of times the enemies have to be like, it has to be pinpoint accurate before you even like proc that, like get it to effect. She can just be like not even close, and this weapon, this skill works really good during the extreme dodge. And again, it's range, so it's higher critical rate and higher critical damage, so it actually hits really hard too. It sounds like it shouldn't, but it's very good. So that pretty much turns her into a ranged character. Again, she's not maxed out. Weapon, actually I don't even have Magatamas on her. I do have it enchanted to 3. This is good for demons, again that 80%, but it was 40 plus this 28, which gets it closer to like a 70% for the Senko. So like I said, it's a really strong build, and it turns her into a ranged character, and you play her as range. You don't stay melee, you keep your distance and shoot your range skills, and she pretty much just wipes everything away too. And this one actually has sustain. Again, in my tier list, I put her SS because of this build. It is super strong. Again, right there, crit, right there. See that thing on the buff? A lot high crit rate right there. Like, I still haven't used even my Senko. It's just beating them up. Gone. Just right here, like you saw that her melee is not very good, but her range damage is crazy. Right there, hit everybody. You see the heal is multiple hits. That Senko is multiple hits. You saw I was getting healed from every hit I was doing. Right there, crit rate up. Right there. See, all those are critical hits. And right there, Senko will hit multiple times. You saw I got healed like 4 times there. Use my home run. And right here, I'm just showcasing the build. I'm not even like really trying hard. I just want you to clearly see what's happening. When I get to the next part, I'm gonna like go at it more, but right here I was just taking my time because I just wanted to show you. I got hit a few times, but like I said, the Senko's multiple heals. So every time it hits an enemy, okay, they're going for it. Line them up, attack them, multiple heals, and then right there, just back and forth to the enemies. And I got that to go. Whoa. A little bit. Who's Homura? I said I was gonna go at them, but they're actually beating me down. Right there, all lined up, multiple heals. You saw that? And a lot of them have like almost full health. They just whacked them. Right here, I'm gonna go with the skill that builds my crit and then use the ultimate. So it can crit on all of them. Right there, crit, and then ultimate. Right here, you can skip the ultimate to make sure, because the see how it's already disappearing, the crit, but it comes back real fast. Right here, right there. See, it hit her too. Right there, the cloud of smoke made me use my extreme dodge, and then Senko right there. I still have full energy. I got hit a lot of times. I wasn't even playing my best. I kept getting hit, but that's why she's considered S. The higher you go, and some people are like wondering why I had her like so high. The higher you go, eventually you will get to this skill, and it's melee. But like I said, you don't have to keep the supporters. When you get other supporters, you can actually buff your melee, just like Homura just buffs everything. You can get other supporters that buff everything, and so you don't have to rely on those. But right here, she'll have 2 healing skills that hit hard. Both of them, you saw Senko, it was hitting hard because critical damage 250. But then you get to 81, and then you get Rondo, also heals herself. I mean, she's almost as immortal as Murasaki with these 2 skills, and she's free to play friendly when she's low level, and she's freaking end game friendly. So she's, like I said, SS. That's why she's SS, because of her red build. Her other builds are really good, but I mean, from the beginning all the way to the end, it's red. That's just red. That's why she's SS. And that'll pretty much do it for this video. I was just showcasing the free-to-play builds that on Shiranui, it'll go all the way to endgame. And that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching.